Hey guys, so today, as you can see by the title, I'm going to film me getting ready for a filming day. I have 4 videos, including this one, to film today, so I need to get things rolling. So I'm going to just show you guys everything that I use when I am going to be filming. So yeah, I just felt like it's been a while since I've done like any sort of a vlog or anything, just kind of like chit-chatting with you guys, so I wanted to do that. So I just have my hair pulled back with this cute little headband I got from Nordstrom Rack the other day. I've been slowly but surely starting to kind of Christmas shop. I just think it's so much fun. I got a couple things at TJ Maxx yesterday, or at least I put them on hold. One of my friends works there, so she's gonna pick it up for me next week when they have a 20% off week for employees. I actually got this melted liquefied longwear lipstick by Too Faced at TJ Maxx yesterday. And I just love it. I have the shade Chihuahua. How many times am I gonna drop this? This one is nude and I wanted to try it out because I absolutely love the Chihuahua one, and I've been using it for like over a year and it just works great. My skin has been really dry since coming back from Mexico. Like even like the skin right on my scalp is just dry and flaky. My arms have been flaking, like not great. So I'm gonna use this hydrating milky mist by Pixi. Before we get started, you guys know I'm not a makeup guru by any means. I just feel like it's been a while since I've chit-chatted with you guys. I've only posted the we're engaged announcement video since I've been back from vacation, so it is time to get back in the swing of things. I have a couple of primers. I've just never been a huge primer girl. Oh, and by the way, this is how I store my makeup. So if you need any further confirmation that I'm not a makeup guru, there it is. I don't know how I feel about primers. I never feel like they make much of a difference to me. So I just kind of slap one on and hope that does something. I haven't been feeling overly oily, so I'm not going to use the Smashbox Oil and Shine one. I think I'll use the Hourglass Mineral Primer. I bought this so long ago and I hardly ever use it. It's just Hourglass products are really expensive. So, and I just never notice a huge difference. But we're just going to try it because I'm filming, so I'm gonna try and look extra cute. So after primer, I always do foundation, and I've never understood doing like your eyes. Well, eyes I totally get it, but I just never feel the need to. But like eyebrows before foundation, can't do it. I use the Infallible 24-Hour Fresh Wear by L'Oreal, and my shade is 420. It is the closest thing I've found to my favorite Lancome foundation, which I just threw away because it's completely empty. So foundation. So yeah, TJ and I are engaged. If you guys did not see, I don't know if I'm posting this on the main channel or my vlog channel that I just have not posted on forever. I'm not too sure. So, but if you aren't aware, TJ and I are engaged. We got engaged while we were in Mexico and it was great. We can't really full on start wedding planning probably until he's done with the academy. And this is just a Morphe M439 brush. Yeah, so we can't start really planning until he's like done with the academy, but we don't even know like a vague time we're gonna get married until he knows which academy he's getting into. We thought it would be March, but we got a call yesterday that they want to start moving him through the application process kind of faster than we were thinking. So that makes us think maybe they're interested in getting him in the academy sooner. I'm not sure. They could just totally still be looking at him for March and they just want to get the ball rolling, but I'm assuming we'll know more soon. I'm not really sure. So he could start in December or in March, but it will probably most likely still be March. I'm not sure. Could be December. So we can't really be sure, like, because if he starts in December, he's gonna be done in May, like late May, I would think. And then if he starts in March, depending on when in March, he would be done in September. So it's a 6-month academy. So obviously if he's done in June or May, we can kind of start planning and maybe pull off an end of the year 2020 wedding. But if he's done in September, it'll likely be beginning of 2021. So we have to get all of that figured out. But so far I've just been kind of looking at like where we want to get married. I do want a really small, like, intimate wedding. Also, when I was at Nordstrom Rack, I got this Armani rollerball perfume. It was $12 and it's called Because It's You, and I've really liked it. I've never been, oh, that was a lot, a huge perfume wearer, but I want to start because I like the idea of like having like a signature scent. So yeah, I've been looking at venues. I really love the Santa Barbara courthouse. It's so beautiful there. Santa Barbara is like, I think, oh wow, I didn't even use all my foundation. I don't like to leave it just like on the cap, so I'll just use the rest and blend it down my neck. Santa Barbara is not too far. We would have to make it like a whole like 3-day thing though. We wouldn't just drive up there the day of and then drive home the same day. I think it's like 3.5 hours. So and then another option that I really like is Joshua Tree National Park. I think that would be really cool. There's this place in the park called Indian Cove Amphitheater, and it has like built-in seating. So that'd be really nice to just get married there, and our family can sit and watch us get married, and we don't have to like rent chairs and stuff. So that would be really nice and freaking cheap to get married in a national park. So I would love that. So we're just kind of playing with ideas. I'm talking to TJ, seeing like kind of what he wants. I never want it to be like all about me, you know, like obviously it's definitely about us and what we want as a couple. His mom was asking if I want to do like a first look, and I definitely do, but I of course have to talk to TJ and see like what he wants, because if he's always imagined not seeing his bride before she walks down the aisle, like I could totally work with that. Like I'm not gonna make him do something that he doesn't want to do. So, but we both agreed that we like a first look, so that will likely be happening. But yeah, just stuff like that, kind of trying to see like light wedding planning, nothing like booking any venues or vendors of any kind. So it's just fun to be thinking about. My brother had his wedding on Monday, this last Monday, so that was super fun. Tina and I got to go to our first wedding together, and we just had a freaking blast, especially like dancing together. Oh my gosh, it was so fun. We were like tearing up the dance floor. Oh, I forgot to tell you what I put on my under eyes. So this is just a Hydro Boost Gel Cream from Neutrogena. Not that you can see it because my camera doesn't want to like focus. When I put something in the middle, I have to tap the screen. So I don't know if I did something with the settings or what, but that's what I put on my under eyes before doing concealer. But I'm using the Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer, and I just put one little dab on each corner. And then I take a beauty blender. I used to get this damp, but that involves me having to walk like 5 feet to my bathroom, so I just don't do that. I don't really notice much of a difference when I have it damp versus when I don't. So I just do it not damp. I still have like the remnants of the lash extensions that I got before Mexico. I had saved up my spending money for like practically like 2 months, and so I was able to get a pedicure, a manicure, and my eyelash extensions. So that was really nice. I was thinking of getting a fill before my brother's wedding, and I just didn't end up doing that. My mom paid for me to get my makeup done by a makeup artist, and that included strip lashes. So I was like, that's fine, I'll just do that and let the extensions just like fall out. They haven't gotten to the point where they look like totally ridiculous yet, which is surprising because I got them put in like 3 weeks ago, maybe 4, I think 3. So I'm pretty impressed. I did love having eyelash extensions, especially when I was in Mexico. Like, that was just really nice. My skin loved the humidity there. It was like really clear and just hydrated and happy. So I basically just had eyelashes on like most of the time in Mexico and like no other makeup. It was just way too hot to like do anything else. So this is the Mineral Veil powder from Hourglass, and I'm trying to kind of like do my makeup like basically bridal trials. Obviously it's a really long way until we're going to be getting married, but I would like to do my own makeup. I think I enjoy doing makeup, and just like working with a makeup artist, like obviously you talk about what you want, but I feel like no one can like do my makeup in the way that feels like me, like I can, you know? So I would not be opposed to doing my own makeup on my wedding day. So I've been trying to kind of like do trials, I guess. So I'm just gonna dust a little bit of this Hourglass powder like on like my T-zone, because despite my skin being more dry lately, like my T-zone is still a little bit oily, but not much. So yeah, Mexico was great. My skin loved it, and I loved not wearing like hardly any makeup. I would kind of like dab on this Nudies Bloom like blush, and that was basically it. I think oh, and like fill in my brows a little bit. So that was super nice. For bronzer, I'm just gonna use the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer and the buffing brush from Real Techniques. But yeah, my brother's wedding was great. I caught the bouquet and TJ caught the garter. It was 100% planned. I didn't know, but my brother's wife, oh, so weird to say that, but it's so exciting, aka my sister-in-law, she like was planning on throwing it to me, and they had a really like small wedding, which was so nice. There was like I think 52 people there. So 54 if you count the bride and the groom. There were only 3 girls that went out to the dance floor to try and catch the bouquet. Like the DJ said, like, so if you don't have a ring on your finger, go out to the dance floor. And I was like, I'm still doing it, because it's like who gets married next is like the tradition or whatever, like of who catches the bouquet. So I was like, I'm catching that bouquet. And it was really fun. She threw it like right to me, and it was super fun. But she was gonna just like give me her bouquet, and I was like, no, that's your bouquet. And I was a bridesmaid, so I had like a little bouquet, and it's actually sitting right there. So I was like, I don't need your bridal bouquet. Like, you take that, you dry it or whatever you want to do and keep it. So I will just keep my bridesmaid bouquet. And then at TJ, it was him and my 2 cousins that were groomsmen were the only single men at the wedding. So they stood up and like kind of lined up, and my 2 cousins, when he threw the garter, like ran the opposite direction. It was so funny. And TJ caught the garter. So that was cute. We did a little dance together, and he gave me the garter to like, I have a little box of like keepsakes like from our relationship, so I will put the garter in that little box as just like a little memento from our first wedding together. I've been like, when thinking about my own wedding, kind of like on the fence as to having like a bridal party. I know it's becoming a lot more common to not have a bridal party these days. And I know I do want bridesmaids. Like I want my closest like friends and family, girls or whatever, to be like with me on that day. I don't think we'll have them standing next to us while we're up there like actually getting married. I've seen a lot of people will include like special people in their day, have them walk down the aisle, and then like just go to the seats to sit down and watch the wedding. But I of course want my girls to like get ready with me on the day and have like a bachelorette party and all of that. So I definitely have girls in mind that I'm going to be like proposing to with little like bridesmaid boxes. So, and I actually already got those. They were like just, I don't want to like say too much because I don't know, like I know at least 2 of the girls I have in mind like watch my videos, at least some of them, so I don't want to say too much, but they're just like little boxes from Hobby Lobby that I got when they were 50% off, so that was really nice. I have been keeping an eye on like which sections go on sale when, so I can kind of scoop up some stuff, but I've been kind of collecting things here and there for those boxes. I definitely don't want to miss out on doing that. But you know, I'm not like the most traditional bride. Like I'm okay with doing some things and then doing other things in like a different way, you know? So I'm gonna change my battery and then we will do my eyebrows. Okay, so yeah, like I said, I really want to do the proposal thing for my girls. Definitely my best friend will be very involved in a lot of things, but I just don't know about like having them all have to wear like the same dress. Like I would really love one of my friends, I'm just gonna fill in my eyebrows while I talk to you guys. I use the Wet n Wild Ultimate Brow Retractable Brow Pencil. It's got like a little angled tip, not that you can see without me moving, but a girl that I know, her name is Carly. She actually makes videos too here on YouTube. She did, basically she like included like a paint swatch from like Home Depot of what the color was that she wanted people to wear during the wedding, like the bridesmaids or whatever, and they were just to find a dress that matched that color. So I like that, like the idea of just like wear what you feel good in, just make sure it's like this color. But I'll probably include like a couple of colors for them to choose from, since they're not going to be like standing there with me. Like it's not imperative that they choose the perfect shade of navy or whatever. So that's kind of what I'm thinking, but I definitely want my friends to be involved in my wedding, but I'm not sure if I'm having like the traditional groomsmen and bridesmaids like standing next to us on the day. So that's kind of what we're thinking. It's really hard to do this while I'm talking. I'm just gonna shut up for a second and do my eyebrows. Okay, so brows are done. Let me get my basket back up here. Now I'm going to do my eyeshadow, and I just use the Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion. I realized I didn't tell you what blush I used. I just used the Milani Dulce Pink Baked Powder Blush. I don't remember what I was talking about, but I was just talking about bridesmaids and stuff, but yeah. So that's what I have just been thinking about for the wedding. I've like kind of looked at colors, but I'm just not gonna like worry about that until we know obviously like when we're getting married. I do have 2 dates in mind that I like. I don't know why, but lately I've been seeing 11/11 like all the time. So I think November 11th would be really cool. I just love that date. Like I know it's Veterans Day, so it might be like difficult, but I just love that date. So that's one possibility, but it might be cutting it close. And then the other possibility is waiting until our 3rd anniversary, which would be January 25th. So those are the 2 dates that I have in mind. January 25th, the only problem with that is that it's pretty close to my parents' anniversary, but that's not necessarily really like a problem. It's just something to consider. Oh. So for my eyeshadow today, I'm going to use the Soft Glam Anastasia palette. Anastasia. I don't really know. I've heard people pronounce it like both ways. I pretty much always stick to just like the matte shades. So part of me like kind of wants to play with the shimmer shades today, but we'll see. I always start by just putting tempera like under my brow bone and kind of like all over a little bit, just to kind of set the primer that we put on my lid. As much as I don't like love face primers, eyeshadow primers I feel like are always a must. I just remember when I first started using eyeshadow primers and I was like, oh wow, stuff actually makes your eyeshadow stay on all day. Okay, so just kind of dust that all over. And then I'm gonna go for like a pinky kind of look. I really love this dusty rose color right down here in my crease. I think I've done some looks with it that did look like really bridal and I was like, ooh, this is pretty. But I just kind of like pack that into my crease and bring it up like pretty far. Yeah, it's just so weird like when you're engaged, and we are planning like an engagement party, and we both like kind of want to put on the invitation like FAQs, I guess, because everyone is gonna ask us the same thing. When are you guys getting married? Which was obviously a good question. I'm not saying it's not, but it just would be really lovely to not have to explain the whole situation like 37 times during our engagement party. So we might be putting like FAQs on the invitation, but that'll be super fun. What else was I gonna say? But yeah, we're gonna have an engagement party. When my brother got engaged, they did an engagement party, but they did like very low key. Like they just wanted family, like my parents, her sister, like basically immediate family only type of thing. But I would like something a little bit bigger. I think TJ's family is just really fun, so I want the party to just be really fun. It's gonna be at TJ's house, his parents' house, and they just have a great yard for like entertaining and stuff. They love cornhole, and who knows, it could be still swimming weather. Seriously, California's driving me nuts right now. It was like in the 90s yesterday, and it's October 25th today. I know a lot of you guys are like, what the heck, I would kill for that. We're in like 3 feet of snow, but it just does not feel like fall. I've been obsessively burning like pumpkin and apple candles to just kind of make it feel more like fall. I love this kind of year. It just like reminds me of TJ, and like we were just, I don't know, like really falling like super deeply in love like during the holidays. And we'd been together almost a year at that point, but just like we got to the point where it's like, okay, like wow, this could be the person like I spent my life with. That's kind of the way I was feeling like during the holidays. So I really just love this time, and I want it to feel like this time. So the 90-degree weather is killing me, but it might still be that weather during our engagement party. I have no idea. I'm gonna pack on shimmer on the lid like last. So I'm gonna just deepen up my crease. I don't know if I want to use sienna here or this like really deep mulberry color. I think I want to try sienna just to make it a little bit less intense. I think mulberry is gorgeous, but I just don't want to be too crazy, especially if I'm like trying to try out bridal looks. I don't want anything too crazy on the day. I want it to just be so low-key. Like that's what everyone's just been asking, like people have been saying like, oh, if I don't get invited, like I'm gonna be mad. And it's just like, I think partially they're joking, but partially not. Like pretty much every joke has like at least some little bit of truth to it, I feel like. I've always kind of felt that way. So when people say that, I'm just like, don't get your hopes up, because I really don't want a lot of people there. So TJ and I are just not, like, even though I make YouTube videos, I don't love being the center of attention. And if 55,000 people were sitting in this room, I would be much different than I am in my room by myself in front of a camera. So I just like things to be low-key. So yeah, small wedding, but kind of a larger engagement party. I feel like the engagement party will be the same size, if not bigger, than like the people that are allowed at our wedding, like the amount of people that we're gonna have. So crazy to me. I'm gonna put some of this Dusty Rose with like a flat brush on my lower lash line. Like hairs everywhere. I think this palette is a really great thing for like any bride to ask for, like for Christmas, especially if you plan on doing your own makeup, not even just for your wedding, but like for your bridal shower or engagement party, anything like that. It's just so easy to create a lot of really nice bridal looks with this palette. So it's like my favorite palette. I think I could just wear this like every day. But I don't do a lot of variations, so that's not really saying a lot. I do like a warm look. Well, this is still warm, but like a warm brown look, and then a warm pink lavender look. My lips are feeling dry, so I'm gonna put on some chapstick to prep for the lipstick I'll be putting on in a little bit. Okay, so this is what the eyes are looking like. I'm gonna put a little bit of the sienna shade in the outer portion of my lower lid. The lady that did the makeup for my brother's wedding when I was a bridesmaid did a great job. I thought it looked good. It just wasn't me. And obviously if like it was my wedding, I could just tell her like, this is what I like. But I don't know, I kind of like the process of doing my makeup, so I feel like I would enjoy doing it on my wedding day. So we'll see. Maybe I would be just like a stress case. I don't think I would be, just because of the kind of wedding that I want to have, that we want to have. I mean, TJ will probably still be going through FTO training when we get married, so he's gonna have a lot on his plate, and I don't want to stress either one of us out. I just want to have the most like relaxed wedding in the entire world. So I'm taking this rose pink color. I did spray a little bit of the hydrating milky mist on this brush. I'm just gonna see what happens. And this brush, by the way, is just the double-ended brush that came with this palette, so I really like it. And I'm just taking a little bit of glistening, which is like the lights gold shimmer, and putting that like kind of in the inner corner, but bringing it just into the first like quarter of my eyelid. So I think that's it for this eye look. I'm just gonna make sure to put mascara on. I'm just not gonna do false lashes because I don't feel like it. And I haven't been curling my lashes since I got extensions put on because they just have a really nice natural curl to them. So I'm just gonna put mascara on. I know you're not supposed to do that on your lashes, but I think that's if you want to keep them, and I'm okay with them falling out. So these, for the most part, are my natural lashes now, I think. Or at least like 50%. Okay, oops. So I'm gonna bring you guys in close. Ooh. This is the finished eye look. And I like it, but it's just not like, I'm not a shimmer girl. I do like an all matte. I like an all matte look. So I think for our wedding day, I will just go with what is me, but I have a lot of time to think about that. So this is a ColourPop Super Shock Cheek in Parasol. These things are really cool. They're just like really shimmery. You're not gonna be able to see because of the light, but they're really intense. I like the like lighter, whiter shade that I have too, but it's just probably in the depths of my little makeup basket there. So I just grabbed the first one that I find. So I'm just gonna do lips and then we'll be done with this so I can start filming a bunch of other videos. So I'm just using, like I said earlier, the Melted Liquid Lip in the shade Nude. I'm gonna wipe off some of that chapstick. I'm just so used to the other shade, Chihuahua, but I do like this one. So I think I'll keep it, but I'm just more of like a pinky girl than like this orangier color, which is crazy because this like rust headband thing is my favorite. But I think that is it. Oh, setting spray. I'm just gonna set my face with this Smashbox Photo Finish setting spray. Oh my gosh, my arms are peeling and I just don't understand. Okay, so I'm gonna get dressed and then I'm gonna start filming, but thank you guys for watching this get ready with me. I hope I actually post this one. I know these are long, but I know some of you guys, especially if this is on my vlog channel, a lot of you guys just like to listen to me talk. So, and I like putting these on too when I'm just like getting ready myself. So I hope you guys liked this video. Be sure to give it a thumbs up if you do. That really helps me understand which videos you guys like, and make sure you are subscribed to my channel if you're not subscribed already. So I will see you guys on the next video. Bye.